Today is 8 August 2020. This is Adopt a Cop 100 Days of Prayer for the Blue. I'm JP McMichael with Catalyst of Change Associates. And I apologize for my appearance. I just finished up doing 13.2 miles, so I am not looking real great right now. But I want to reference the verse today from Joshua 1, verse 9. And this goes to those that are struggling, to those that are facing change, to those that are fearful of it. All of us right now are facing some kind of challenge, whether it be from this COVID virus, whether it be furloughs, whether it be struggling with relationships, struggling with debt, struggling with just overwhelming issues around you. First responders in the military, those that are struggling with PTSD from all the crap that you've seen. I think this verse is a very good reminder for all of us that during times like these, we need to rely on our faith. And it's very easy during times like these to challenge our faith, to lose our faith. But also for those that may not have faith, or may have been challenging faith, or may have lost their faith, it's times of struggle where your faith can become strongest, where that little voice speaks to you in some way, shape, or form, whatever it may be for you. So Joshua 1 verse 9 says, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." The Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. That, for some of us, is very hard to remember, because in times of struggle, we feel like we've been left alone. We feel like there is nobody around. And it's hard to accept that when you're being challenged, when you feel like the world's against you, that God would be with you and that he would allow you to go through this. But one of my favorite quotes, I believe it was from Charles Spurgeon, was, "Before God makes a man great, he shatters him into a million pieces." It is our greatest challenges in life that create who we are, that determine who we become. You have free will. You have the choice to fight. You have the choice to not. I'm going to challenge you, if you are struggling, that no matter how hard it is right now, no matter how bad it seems, is to be strong and be courageous, just as we're commanded to do, as hard as it is. And I can speak from myself. I have struggled with that. I have challenged God. I've had arguments with God. I've yelled at God. But for some reason, he has always stood by me. And it usually takes me a while to see that. It usually takes some person, something, some reading, some song that comes on the radio, something that happens later on, and it's usually several days, weeks afterwards, where I'm reminded of whose I am. So for those of you that are out there struggling, I have been to the edge of the abyss. I've looked into the darkness. I have been right at the edge of the end of my life. I will tell you, no matter how bad it seems right now, no matter how much these struggles are challenging you, no matter how tough this battle is, do not give up that fight. And I get emotional now, not because I'm struggling, but because I didn't give up that fight. And because of all that I have been given since I kept fighting. And that had I given up the fight, I wouldn't be able to be sitting here doing this. I wouldn't have my 2 beautiful kids. No matter how tough the struggle is, every day is a clean slate. Every day is a new start. And you just need to remind yourself of that. Put a post-it note somewhere in your house, in your cruiser, in your car, your office, where you'll see it every day, and remind yourself that you matter. That you matter to somebody, even if you feel like you don't matter to anybody. There's somebody out there, and it may not be right this second, but there's somebody out there who needs you to be here. The struggle is hard, and it is hard as hell to not give up. I have been there. I know that. Keep fighting and be courageous. Do not give up, because you just never know what lies on the other side. You never know what the next day is going to bring. You never know who's going to walk into your life. And it's not until you get that little hug, or you hear the thank you, or you have somebody tell you that your story has kept them alive, that you realize that you, this tiny little particle in this universe, you can change the world. Don't give up. Be safe. Brothers and sisters, thank you for what you do, and I will see you tomorrow.